Good morning, everybody. It's your girl Miracle Sons, and you're listening to God, Sex, and Love, your daily dose of inspiration and juice. It is January the 10th, 2023, and today the topic is confirmed by the source. Happy Tuesday, everybody. Happy Tuesday. I hope that you all had a great day yesterday. Mine was just fine. Not too much to report. I mean, the most significant things that happened is your girl, I had to go and look into getting my car serviced. My husband kind of got on me over the weekend, y'all. He's like, listen, woman. Well, he said like that, but basically he was letting me know that, my oil light was on and all this different type of stuff and the importance of getting it done, X, Y, and Z. And I'm like, husband, it just came on. I was going to ask you about it. So yesterday I took some initiative to go and get, to look into it. And long story short, when I got there, they was all like, oh, it's going to take 3 hours. So I pretty much made an appointment for today. And so that was one thing. And then another really cute thing was I took my little son out on like a mommy son date. It just was lunch, but we went to have lunch at Popeyes because your girl been wanting like chicken over the past few days. And so I went to Popeyes with the little man yesterday. And we sat inside the restaurant. Of course, he talked to everybody in the restaurant. You know how this kid is, man. Just everybody loves this kid, man. And so we sat in there and we ate. And then I had only ordered me and him something to eat. I was like, I guess we might as well get some for Papa too. And we brought it back to him and everything like that. But yeah, that was the, really cute moments from yesterday. Outside of that, nothing too much. I mean, your girl's trying to catch up on rest and everything. And I mean, I started working on some stuff when I got back up and everything like that, but nothing of significance to share. So, yeah, let's get into this chit chat this morning, man. Okay, so a few things. Well, first, shout out to my cousin. Good morning. Good morning. Hopefully, I'll be seeing you real soon, in a few hours, right? But yeah, shout out to you. Okay, so a few things. So your girl woke up at like 1:05 this morning, and so that's one thing. And then I was kind of tired, so I did my thing. You know what I do? I Googled 105 Bible, and then I was trying to go back to sleep. Ended up kind of doing a few things online, and then eventually I went back to sleep. Then by the time I woke up, I realized that I had a very interesting dream. A lot was going on in the dream, and there was some significant people as well as things going on. Some things that definitely, like, the most unique thing, I guess I'll share is the most unique thing that was in the dream is that it seemed like one of my aunts was driving a car, but she's not known to drive. So by the time when I did wake up and everything, I was like, oh yeah, that's significant. So I did get a chance to kind of write down at least some of the things, and I started to kind of look up some things as well. And one of the things, there was fried fish in the dream. I know y'all probably like, girl, you just was hungry. I don't know, y'all. I don't know why the Lord speak to me about through this stuff, but oh well. Apparently fried fish is significant in dreams. And I didn't see it at Dream Moves. I just ended up Googling just to kind of search for some of the things that were standing out of my mind that I didn't necessarily find on Dream Moves. And yeah, when I looked up fried fish, it meant something very significant. So it had me even reach out to one of our cousins, and whatnot. And I don't know if I'm going to share the dream with her, but yeah. So that was one thing. I got up when I did get up at 4. I started looking into that and stuff, and then I did prayer meditation, which was good. But unfortunately, I don't remember it because your girl then got engulfed in all of this with the Lord to show me. So long story short, y'all, I after I did prayer meditation this morning, I started to read the verses centered around 105. And I'm just like, every verse was kind of resonating with me. I even went deeper to look at the Strong's Concordance, and that was being significant as well. So I just like, Lord, okay. And what I was receiving is like, y'all know all the stuff I was telling y'all about yesterday and stuff. Somehow between yesterday and this morning, I feel like the Lord was confirming to me that, like, as long as He, is confirming me, that's all that matters. And and that my testimony is significant, just like anybody else's testimony. I can't remember what made me think about this, but at some point I thought about, like, what if I didn't take that first step of faith? Like, what if I didn't, April 1st, 2020, decided I was going to get up and start doing this, which y'all now see. Like, so much was hinged on that. Not only the Juice Daily Dose Inspiration, and then ultimately the GSL talk show, and then ultimately the books, and then ultimately now the movies, and all this different type of stuff is all hinged on that first step of faith. Like, not to say I wouldn't have did it, but it wouldn't have happened the way it did. And then all the people that I've met and all this different stuff that has happened, it's just like, I can't make light of that. That's my testimony. That's what the Lord has done for me. Because whatever in this particular season, he has made your girl just be tenacious. So much so where it's like, it doesn't matter how many people watches the shows or nothing. Like, it's just been like, hey, you stay consistent. And as I've done that, the Lord has moved in his own way. There have been some significant milestones and whatnot. Actually, yesterday we shouted out that we just hit 350 subscribers yesterday, and everything like that. So we, again, like I said, I celebrate all the milestones. I mean, that might not be as many subscribers as somebody else may have, but it's significant on our channel. So thank you to each and every person that has, subscribed and saw the value in what we do. Not only that, I had somebody to, reach out and let me know that, they tuned into an episode of GSL. They totally understand the concept and stuff like that. They appreciated the episode, and they are willing to come on and share their testimony as well on our platform. And so again, to God be the glory for the different confirmations between yesterday and today. And so I guess your girl had further confirmation this morning. So that's ultimately what the conversation is about. And so, y'all, let's get into it. Let's get into it. What was the Lord telling me this morning? Okay. So, so let's start with this. It's 1 Corinthians 4:4-6. And basically, y'all know that like I said, I woke up at 1:05, and what led me to this is I ended up reading 1 Corinthians 5, but I ended up going deeper and reading like 1 Corinthians 1:1-9. But I'm only going to read 4-6 at the moment for y'all. Right now, y'all can go deeper and read the other stuff. So 1 Corinthians 1:4-6 says, I thank my God always on your behalf for the grace of God, which is given you by Jesus Christ, that in everything ye are enriched by him in all utterance and in all knowledge, even as the testimony of Christ was confirmed in you. So somewhere in between is the verse that, that I saw this morning, the first verse that I saw this morning, which is again 1 Corinthians 1:5. But obviously, like I said, I ended up going deeper, and I don't know, as I read that verse this morning, I just really just felt confirmation in my heart and mind, like, and I was like, wow, Lord, okay. So then I ended up going to the next verse that stood out to me, and it was Romans 1:5, and it says, by whom we have received grace and apostleship for obedience to the faith among all nations for his name. So again, you guys can go deeper and read the entire Romans 1:1-7, but that's what Romans 1:5 says. And again, it just was another thing that kind of was confirmation. Now, obviously, both of these verses are referring to Paul, and we know at least this Cliff's notes of his story is that he was one way, believing one thing, and then the Lord stopped him in his tracks in Damascus and literally blinded him to show him that, no, I'm in control and you're technically fighting against me and X, Y, and Z. And ever since that moment, Paul became Saul and everything like that. And it seems to me, just by these verses, not going into deep dive, y'all can go deep dive on your own, but these verses are confirming that Paul is a disciple just like the others, or an apostle just like the others. So that's what I'm receiving when I when I read these. But like I said, I just felt real like these particular verses were just for me this morning. Like I'm like, wow, Lord, you really confirming your girl out here. Like I was like, okay. But yeah, I mean, obviously, this is obviously written in reference to Paul, but hopefully y'all can, take it as well. Like, is the Lord talking to you this morning? Is he confirming you and things that you are doing in life? Let me keep going. So then John 1:1-5 says, in the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. The source was in the beginning with God. All things were made by him, and without him was not anything made that was made. In him was life, and the life was the light of men. And the light shineth in darkness, and darkness comprehended it not. So obviously there's a lot going on there. The first thing that I received as I was reading this morning is that as much confirmation that I was feeling like I was receiving for me personally this morning, those verses just reminded me of the source, right? It reminds me of like the reason, the why behind the confirmation, right? It's not about me, it's about Jesus, right? One of those verses is verse 5, which is the verse that led me to this. But I really just felt like it was significant to share 1-5 because, again, not only just because of that confirmation of like what happened, and then acknowledging that the Word is God and everything like that, which again, like I feel like I can suggest this all the time, but I feel like those that may be confused, maybe you guys can appreciate this confession that, again, growing up, you always hear that Jesus is the Son and everything like that. And they always kind of separate them to be like Father and Son and show more significance to the Father. So much so where these days people really feel like they could just X Jesus out and then could go straight to the Father, which according to the Bible is not true. And if you go even deeper, you'll understand that Jesus is God. Y'all got to do your own deep dive on that. Not trying to necessarily bait it or whatever, but I'm just saying that's what I have received over the years and the understanding and whatnot. So yeah, that's what this is saying here. It says, in the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. And again, I know we all struggle with this, right? We're like, oh, the Trinity, what should we expect when we get to heaven? All this different type of stuff, all the questions that we have. And I mean, I guess we won't know until we in his presence again, right? But does that matter at the end of the day? Does it matter if you only see one or three? I don't know if that matters or not. I think the main thing is that he made a way for us to be reconciled back to him. And that was through Jesus, according to the Bible. And that's it. Like, I mean, now everybody's not going to understand that, because just like this last verse says here, the light shineth in the darkness, and darkness comprehended it not. So if you don't understand, then perhaps you can, seek the Lord for wisdom and everything like that. But yeah, that's really what's standing out to me this morning. I ended up going deeper and looking up some definitions. So again, when I looked at the Strong's Concordance, there was this word derivation, something like that. It also mentioned something about eagles, right? So when I looked up derivation, it says the obtaining or developing of something from a source or origin. So I'm like, okay, Lord, and there's another confirmation about, the source and the origin and whatnot. And then when I started to look up eagles, Proverbs 23 really stood out to me this morning. Now I was going to share part of it, but I think I just ended up putting it in the go deeper section because I ended up reading the entire thing. And so for those that are ready to go deeper and willing to go deeper and see what the Lord has to say to us through Proverbs 23, by all means do so. I just don't feel led to share that now. I think I guess that's for those that are willing to go deeper. So yeah, y'all, that's pretty much the juice this morning. At the end of the day, again, if the Lord confirms you, that's all you need. Ultimately he is the source, and that is what we should focus on. And yeah, and that's the juice. Yeah, that is the juice for today. Now, the Bible verse of today I felt like was confirmation as well. I mean, you might have to go deeper about some different words and stuff like that to see it fully, but it is Romans 3:25. It says, whom God have set forth to be a propitiation through, or propitiation, whichever one, through faith in his blood, to declare his righteousness for the remission of sins that are passed through the forbearance of God. Friends, I hope you all enjoyed this juice this morning. Thank you so much for listening to God, Sex, and Love, your daily dose of inspiration and juice. I pray you guys can go forth and have a wonderful day, and I look forward to talking to you all tomorrow, if the Lord's will. Bye-bye. And there you go. Facebook, YouTube, Rumble, anybody listening to the sound of my voice, I hope that you all are encouraged and inspired. Shout out to my sister tuning in to your girl live this morning. I appreciate you all, your little family tuning in. Our cousin Morris is on here, sis. Cousin Morris, this is my sister Nyla. Nyla, this is cousin Morris. He says, amen. Yeah, y'all, I really truly appreciate you all tuning in, and I hope that you all, receive something from these juices in the morning time. Like I said, I've received something. I'm thankful for this whole thing, because once I saw like how much has hinged on this first step of faith, I can't do nothing but continue to share the testimony and to keep going. Look, believe that. Oh, okay. So apparently this is my niece, cousin Morris. It says it's me, Bailey. So that's my niece that's under my mom's name. Everybody be under your name, sister. Like, it be mama under your name, Bailey under your name now. But yeah, so yeah, but that's what's going on, y'all. I'm gonna try to rest a little bit, because your girl gotta go to this, excuse me, this car appointment or whatever. So hopefully we get that rectified today, and might have to run a few other errands today. But if that's all that's going on, y'all, guess I'll let y'all go. But like I said, I appreciate you all for tuning in. Those of you all that are helping to, build our watch time and stuff like that. She said, oh, and mom is on. Well, good morning, everybody. Good morning to the whole family. I appreciate those that are, helping with the build our watch time and stuff. We're almost at 1,000 hours. Y'all know that we got to hit up 4,000 to get the, what's it called? To be monetized and all that different type of stuff. But whether we get monetized or not, that's God's will. I'm just going to, it's a goal for this year, so we're going to see what the Lord do. And we appreciate those that are helping us do that. And, watching, sharing, subscribing, all those things are helpful. Thank you to the people that are supporting us monthly as well. Oh, my niecey Pooh say, keep up the good work. Well, thank you. Thank you. Look, you the reason why people watching me live now. I tell the people all the time, and more say, hey, family. Yeah, I tell people all the time about how my niece Bailey was the first person to call me out and say, I want to see you, Auntie Miracle. And so now I go live every day. Y'all might catch me in my robe or my onesie or whatever the case is, but at least y'all know, it's a relaxed atmosphere. And, we're just going to go into the word real quick. Start our day with the juice and then go from there. But yeah, y'all, it's gotta be good for all things. I'm excited. I feel like some good things are on the horizon. And yeah, we're gonna see what the Lord do. But thank you to those again that are tuning in live and being intentional about catching your girl here every day. That's crazy. But I definitely appreciate it. And like I said, till next time, y'all. I look forward to talking to y'all tomorrow, the Lord's will. Love you, family. Bye, everybody. And people that catch the replay, thank you all for tuning in as well. Hey, you can consider yourself to be my extended family as well, So, all right, y'all have a great day. Bye.